Hello YouTube, my name is Dan and this is my channel, Movies 921. This is my very first video and it's a very special evening. Tonight I will be going to see Avengers End Game, and in all honesty I'm nervously excited because, as we can all remember, last year Infinity War came out, and for me personally it was kind of a traumatic experience what the very end was. And for anyone who hasn't been watching, please stop watching now because I'm going to give spoilers away, whoever hasn't seen Infinity War. But for me, when Thanos won, it was an experience I'd never had before. I mean, I'd sat through Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, and yeah, there was there was hope there in Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. Infinity War was, I went in there thinking the hero's going to win, this is going to be awesome, I'm excited to see Thanos as a bad guy, to see them all together. And what the Russo brothers did, and they were amazing directors and storytellers, and they still are, they literally tore that group apart, and basically the bad guy won spectacularly. And this one, I've been watching the trailers and the premieres, and I must admit, I have no idea what's going to happen. No one has any idea what's going to happen. The Russo brothers, Disney, Marvel, all the stars like Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, they've just been very tight-lipped. There's been no spoilers at all, apart from of what I've read in the news, people who have released some of the spoilers, which, footage, which I think is just a bit stupid and selfish. So basically, yeah, my thoughts for Endgame. Here's my theory and my thoughts. One, the quantum realm's going to be used, because if you've seen Ant-Man and the Wasp, that comes in a lot, and the way it ended with the post-credit scenes of Ant-Man and the Wasp, Ant-Man actually was in the quantum realm and he was just trapped. And he was untouched by the Thanos snap. The rest of his friends and family, they obviously turned to dust. So basically, I feel that the quantum realm is going to have something to do with that. Also, I've read in some of the news tabloids that time travel might come into it, so that they go back in time to stop Thanos. But from the look of the trailers of what's been released, it looks like they're going to fly to him to fight him. And recently I have been watching all the way through the Marvel films, and one thing which got my heart racing a bit and got me excited was that in the Age of Ultron, Joss Whedon, who directed the Age of Ultron, had written a line where Tony Stark wrote, "That up there, pointing to space, that is the end game." And then, funnily enough, in Infinity War, Tony Stark was in space, and when Doctor Strange gave Thanos the Time Stone, I think it's called. Forgive me, any Marvel fans, for getting it wrong, and don't shoot me down for this. I know more about DC than I do Marvel, so I'm still exploring this whole, Marvel area. But when Doctor Strange gave Thanos the Time Stone, and when Thanos actually won and Doctor Strange was kind of turned into dust, Doctor Strange said to Tony, it was the only way. We are in the endgame now. So kind of in Age of Ultron, it was like a prophecy, a premonition of what was to come. And yeah, that's all the theories I have. I've read, and I expect some of the heroes won't make it because the contracts for the stars, some of the stars have run to an end. So I'm thinking, well, this is like their final fight, and it won't be a good fight. I don't think many of them are going to come back. I'm going to personally say I think Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man may not come back. I'm just going to say it. Obviously, there is news about Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and I'm kind of hoping that Rocket comes back. And obviously, which this part annoyed me when they announced the trailer for Spider-Man not Homecoming, Far From Home. He was back, he was alive, and I was like, well, I didn't really want to see that. I didn't want to see any sequels. I just wanted to watch Endgame. I didn't want to know because I want it to be a surprise. So how all the others come back, if they do come back, or what we see in the new film is a different reality, I don't know how that's going to happen. In the comics, I'm pretty sure I read that Nebula was the one who stopped Thanos, and my money is on her instead of Captain Marvel. Yeah, Captain Marvel may be very strong, but I think Nebula should be the one to stop Thanos, because she has a personal stake in it. Tony Stark does as well, because he watched Peter Parker turn to dust. But Nebula's had years of abuse and torture from Thanos, and then obviously with Gamora being killed, that's it. So yeah, thanks for listening to me go on and on about just spoilers, and I will be giving a spoiler-free review tomorrow. When I come out of the cinema, it most likely will be 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. and I just will not be, in the mood to do a review. Or maybe I will. Maybe I'll be so pumped up about the whole film that I'll be like, right, let's do this, let's go. But yeah, thank you for watching my first video, and I hope to hear and see you all soon.